Hello everybody and welcome back down the creek. So right now I'm on a kick and I want to catch some carp. I haven't done any carp fishing at all this year except for today. I did do some fishing early this morning. I filmed it and it was up last week. So I'm going to put a card here for you guys to check that out if you'd like. We didn't fish here in my normal spot on the creek, which is behind my house. We fished at some remote locations. I went around, tried a few new spots. I ended up at one of my older spots that I've fished before throughout my life, and we were able to catch fish. So today we're going to be fishing here at my normal spot. The fishing pressure here is substantially less, so I'm hoping to catch a couple. So we're going to be using pack bait, and we're going to be using a hair rig with a method lead. That's going to be the technique that we use, so stay tuned for that. Remember, our goal is 500 subscribers this year. I want to hit 500 subscribers before 2021. If we reach the 500 subscriber mark before 2021, I'm going to post a video that gives away the location that you'll be able to go find and fish of one of my top secret fishing spots in Southeast Michigan. And it's an awesome spot. You can fish there by boat or by shore. And I'll make sure that you have all the information you need to go there and potentially catch fish. It's always been a really good spot for me, and I always catch fish when I go. So if you have the know-how, or sometimes maybe even just have the luck, you might be able to catch some fish. So let's get into the video. Okay, so once I packed the pack bait into the method lead, I put some Procure sweet corn scent on the fake kernels on the hair rig, and that's basically my setup. So then I cast it out, I let them sink all the way. When I sit down, I'll tighten the reels up to get good line tension. Okay, so here's a tip of the day. When you're using a pack bait that's basically just panko, oats, which I use the quick oats, sweet corn, and then the juice from the can of sweet corn, as long as you don't add a sugar, for example, Jello powder or like strawberry soda. One of my baits I make has strawberry soda in it, right? When you use those sugary baits, anytime you put bait on the hook, you have to wash your hands because they're coated in sugar. But when you use this type of bait, it's just starchy. There is a little sugar in the sweet corn juice, but it's natural sugar. So what you do to clean your hands is you rub them together, get them hot, it dries that bait out, and then it just flakes right off. You can literally rub your hands together and then you're just left with a little bit of starch that you can just keep rubbing it together, and the more you rub it, the cleaner your hands come, and you don't have to reach down, in my case down 3 feet to get to the water. So, pro tip of the day. So I've been sitting here watching for a while, and there's bubbles all around where my bait is sitting. So I know there's fish in there because when carp feed, they let bubbles to the surface. So hopefully I'll get a bite soon. Bald eagle. So historically here, I've had better luck with worms. I've been fishing for a while now with the pack bait, and I haven't had a whole lot of action. But I really don't want to not catch any fish. So our state limit here is 3 rods per person. I've got 2 fishing for carp, and I've got some worms, and I'm gonna put a worm out and see if I can catch something. So let's give it a shot. I don't know, there's probably about 20 minutes, maybe 40 minutes of daylight left, so let's see what we can do before it gets too dark for the camera. All right, let's just yeet that out there. Yeet. Good to go. Fish. Jeez. It's about time. I've been fishing all day. Well, it's last light, and I finally catch a little teeny tiny bullhead. Nothing special. I'm gonna send him back. I caught him on my rod with the pack bait, but my shooting light is pretty much gone. I can't really shoot anymore today. I'm gonna have to pick this back up in the morning, man. I haven't had a whole lot of numbers lately. Lately I fish, I catch 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4 small ones. Today I fished earlier and filmed. I only caught 1, and Kelly caught a small goby. I don't know what to do, man. I'm just gonna have to call a night for tonight, and then I'm going to pick this back up in the morning if I can get out here. So hopefully I'll see you in the morning. Well, I went to reel in my worm rod, and I have another bullhead. So the bullhead are out, but yeah, you can't really see nothing. It's not very big, so I'm still gonna pick this up in the morning. Okay, so it's the next morning. I didn't get out as early as I wanted, but it's Sunday, so I did sleep in a little bit. But it's about 7:15 to 7:30ish now, so still pretty early. The sun's just coming up. It's right in my face, so we're gonna try and see what we can catch. I only have a little bit of worms left and a little bit of pack bait left, so I'm gonna put out 1 rod with pack bait and 1 rod with worms, and at this point we're just gonna see what we can catch. So I haven't had a whole lot of luck. Last few weeks it's been low fish numbers. I haven't really crushed them in a while, so man, maybe today I'll catch a few and break this streak. Let's see. That about sums up my luck lately, right there. Shit. My luck continues. Got him. Oh yeah, that's a carp. Ooh, that's a good one. Got another good one. We're gonna weigh him up and see what he does. Sorry for the camera angle on the landing net there. I know the camera's sitting kind of crooked, but I didn't have time to adjust it. So let's get a weight on him. .51. So that's my new PB for the list for the channel. We're gonna throw that up there, and I want to get him back. I don't want to stress him out too much. I definitely want to get him back, so I'm gonna release him. Nice fish. We're gonna let him rip. Gone like a flash. So maybe we'll catch him again another day. Alright, so I'm a mess now. I got my rod wrapped up in the net. This rod I was getting ready to put a worm on. Sometimes it's hectic shooting these videos by myself, so I'm going to get myself back together and I'm going to cast out. I've only got one worm left, but I got plenty of pack bait, so if I run out of worms, I'll probably go to a 2-rod setup with pack bait. We'll see. Well guys, I'm calling it a day. I fished myself out of bait, and I'm still in this rut where I only catch about 1 good fish a day. But you know what, I got to fish all day yesterday, and I fished last night for this video, and this morning, and this is the first weekend in a long time I really got to get out and just enjoy this sport that I love. And I'm so happy that I could put it on film for you guys to watch, and I really hope that you guys enjoy the content that I put out. I know sometimes it gets a little repetitive because I fish in the same spot, but you know, I work a lot of hours. I do work a full-time job, so anytime I can get out to fish, a lot of times it's just easier to come here and I have less waste of time in packing and travel and so on and so forth. But you know what, the trip I did yesterday around to some old spots that I've been to, and some new ones at that, make sure you check that video out. I put a card in the beginning of the video, and Well, guys, I'm going to go spend time with my wife. So, tight lines, guys, and remember, get out and live. Catch you next time here at On the Creek.